And now on Radio 4, Ethan Finlay takes a sneak look into the world of the motorway service station in Mind the Gap.
I wanted your soft verges, but you gave me the hard shoulder. Adrian Henry's short but sweet poem, Song for a Beautiful Girl Petrol Pump Attendant on the Motorway, 1964. Not much has been written about the motorway service station, poetically or otherwise, ever since. Love them or loathe them, they are the often paramount stopgaps for those of us who use the motorway, whether to answer nature's call, take a nap or have a bite to eat. They are bizarre, busy, highway-side malls that sit whilst metal cans run below or beside at 70 miles an hour and more, desperately seeking destination. I'm Ethan Finlay, and over the next 15 minutes, I'm going to be taking a look inside Britain's first motorway services, Watford Gap, to find out who, why, and where people are coming from and going to.
Hello, my name is Hugh. I'm currently here at the ghastly Watford services on the way back from a fabulous weekend at Stow-on-the-Wold, where I have a fantastic first-class getaway. The Land Rover is chocker with cargo, carrying one sleeping wife, 4 noisy kids, 2 car-sick red setters, and 1 spine-tappingly awful CD on repeat by a hopeless group of prepubescent tow rags known as Wrong Direction, because the girls in the back absolutely love it, just as much as they love the ghastly McDonald's, which they're all piling into now, dining on bovine spongiform burgers out of styrofoam containers like absolute oafs. You know, they're using their pocket money to contract BSc all of their own accord, and I'm missing the cricket at the Oval. I'm going to get stuck in bloody Sunday traffic, and I cannot wait to be out of here, back home in Clapham with a nice glass of Chateau Pape de Neuf, feet up, reading The Spectator. Cheerio.
Thanks, Hugh. Get home safe. Next I meet Nathan, a cheeky 30-something with a stocky frame and the face of a boxer.
I only ever come here to use a carsy, to be honest, mate. I usually swerve these places. Yeah, I can't stand them. My mother-in-law's sick and she lives up north, so we're up and down here about once a week. As soon as I get in here, my missus sees the fruities and she ends up ringing a one-armed bandit for about half an hour, spending all my shrapnel. And there's nothing for me to feed on either, do you know what I mean? So I'm into my weightlifting, you see, and I watch my diet. So I always keep a dozen boiled eggs in a glove box for a trip like this, and like my work van got broken into last week and a geezer nicked the eggs and all. So that's 8 minutes of my life I'll never get back, do you know what I mean?
I think I know what you mean. Cheers, Nathan. Then I meet Billy smoking a roll-up, dressed in all black with dark glasses and scruffy hair. So Billy, you tell me you're a speed poet. That's right, I am, and what you be, journalistic scum from the BBC. Fair enough, and what brings you to the Gap? Motorway, take me home. I've been down south, journeyed all alone. Driver, foot down quick. I saw a London Bridge and it made me sick. Vauxhall Astra beamed me up many. The birds down south all look like trannies. Motorway, take me home, or I'll smack this jockey journo right in the dome. Point taken. Thanks, Billy. Finally, I meet a couple of lads who seem more than happy to be here at the Watford Gap. Jordan and Kamal. 2 lively lads in baseball caps, chomping on overfilled sub sandwiches. Hi, guys.
Wow, ain't like you. We've been on a mad one still, you know. We've been in Nottingham, Lincoln our boy. He's on a uni thing up there. We've been to visit him, out on the shubs.
Proper shubs.
All night affair. Family business, you get me?
My G.
Bear girls, bear drinks.
Enough drinks.
I ain't been to bed.
No sleep, fam.
We're getting a sherbet all the way back to the end. Costing 3 bills, G. 3 bills.
Come on.
Sorry, you're getting a taxi.
Yeah, bruv. Standard. You know how we do? Ahmad Abdul is waiting in the car now. He was gassed when we told him where we want to go. He's got an aux cable in the whip and everything, man.
Hey,
The shubs don't stop, fam.
trust me.
So you stopping here at the Watford services was a welcome break, was it?
Bruv, are you mad? Costas, Bretton Mungers, BK, come on. It's like Croydon without the trams, fam. I could stay here all day. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, guys. Nice talking to you. Next, I meet a group of bedraggled and slightly spaced-out Spaniards who have piled up a van that bears a striking resemblance to the one favoured by Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. I speak to one of the lads, Eduardo, who spots an undercut, a rat's tail, baggy jeans and a Rage Against the Machine t-shirt. And where are you coming from and going to, Eduardo?
We are coming from the festival of the Rainbow Rhythms in the north, and we are driving back to the Portsmouth, and then for the, como se dice, for the ferry, and then Spain, and then home. It's a long drive.
And how many of you are there in the van?
We are 11 of us.
11? And how many seats?
There are no seats. There is a cushion. We take the seats out for the drums and sound system.
And what do you think of this sort of place?
It's no good when you are high, man, and there are people with the kids and the old people so angry, but you have to stop. And my friend who is driving has eaten all of the acid, and he thinks he is an oruga. I don't know how you say in English. It's like small with hair on trees, slowly moving, body goes like in and out.
Oh, a caterpillar.
Sí.
Barro, vamos, ¿qué haces, tío? Vale.
Sorry, I have to go.
Safe journeys, man. As the afternoon draws in, there is no change to the soundscape we hear. The traffic keeps moving by, people keep going and coming. This next gentleman I spoke to shook his head at the mere mention of where we are. So, Gareth, why such animosity towards the Gap?
All right, how's it going? All right? I'm not being funny, right? I don't really have anything nice to say about anything. I don't like it here. I don't like anything the wrong side of the border. I'm sorry, but I am. I'm sorry, but I don't. I'm not going to lie to you. I find this service very, very unsatisfactory. I don't trust it, and I was very disappointed with my hot chocolate. My wife is refusing to leave the car, and we're not here from around London, and she doesn't like back when they're London when I do. We've been in Brighton to see my daughter, and I'm not being funny, right? But there's blokes down there who could do with a good scrub and an haircut, and some are toughening up. Prince of Wales, he's not even Welsh. All right, see you later.
A rather unhappy Gareth there. We haven't yet spoken to anyone who actually works at the services. Next I meet Vicky. She works here at the Marks and Spencers. Hi Vicky, how's it going?
Yeah, all right, not bad.
And how long have you been here, Vicky?
Well, it's a bit mad, really. I've been here probably way too long, because I don't live far. I live in Luton, and I got a job here about 4 years ago, and it's because I met my boyfriend at the time. He was a general manager at the place, and he got me a job here. I carried on. I broke up with him, but I carried on here still, because it's not bad, really. It's kind of easy, get to meet different people, all sorts, and it's actually quite good. And so it's not far for me to come. And a guy once had a heart attack, on the floor in the Marks and Spencer, and I was the only one on duty. So I kind of saved his life in a way. Every so often he comes by, gives me flowers. So I don't know really. It's just it's all right, isn't it? It's just it can be quite exciting. You never know what's going to happen, who you're going to meet. My friend who works on other services said at one time all the England team came by, on their way somewhere. But I don't know. It's all right, really.
Positive words there from the young Vicky. Now, who would have thought you'd ever find love at the motorway services? But this man did.
Oh, mate, it's a mad story, because you wouldn't believe it. Because I met me missus here, because my kid, she was having a go on a little, the little, what do you call it? One of those things where he puts in a pound, and little horsey, hobby horse, but it moves, it's outside the services. And I didn't have a pound. And I was like, oh, neck, and the kid, my kid has started screaming the house down. Lady walks over and she's got a kid and all. And she gave us a pound. I was like, oh, thanks a lot. We just got talking. And the next thing you knew, I was feeling her up, in the, behind the waitrose. And our kids were just playing on the hobby horse and that. And then we said, let's meet up again. And it turned out she wasn't from far down the road. And she's my second cousin, actually, it turns out. And now we're married, mate. And it's great.
So, we've had it all. Love, friends, festivals, happiness and hatred. Maybe next time you're at the services, pull up the car, turn the engine off, and think about why you're here.